All right, what's up, everybody? So I just finished up with day 4 of the $200,000 FTMO challenge. I was off to a very bad start, as you can see here. I'll be honest with you guys, I was pretty nervous coming into this thing. Doing the trial version and doing the live version are two very different things, but I do believe I got my head back on straight again, and I turned a really good profit for the day. As long as I'm able to make around $1,600 per day on average, I will pass the challenge within the time limit. Excuse me. If not, I should at least be able to get back above zero. In that case, I would have the chance to redo the challenge free of charge. I would much rather just go ahead and finish the challenge now, though, rather than having to do the whole thing over again. So that is the energy that I'm bringing each trading day. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, what strategy am I using that has me so confident to make a couple $1,000s every day? Well, like I tell everyone who asks, Forex trading is not difficult once you understand what's going on. All I do is I trade 7 patterns. These are the patterns that I've seen these are patterns I've seen have the most consistent and profitable results over the years. And the key to getting into winning trades is to trade these high probability patterns and trade them at a time when the pattern has the wind at its back. So I trade mostly the major pairs, and they all are involving the US dollar. So you can look at the US dollar index to see where that might be headed. If there's, let's say, a double top on the dollar index, you know that the dollar is likely to come down. That means a pair like the GBP USD, for example, the dollar is going down, so that means the GBP will be going up. If the GBP pair is also on, let's say, a double bottom or an inverse head and shoulders, you now have multiple different confirmations of your trade likely being a winner. You already have a good trading pattern on the pair, and the overall market sentiment is also moving in your favor as well. So this is the kind of mindset you need to have in order to be confident in your trading. Look at as many different time frames, other correlated pairs, indexes, news events, any other information you can get. You want as much information working in your favor as possible to ensure winning trades. If you don't see multiple confirmations of a direction on a pair, then just simply don't take a trade at that time. Every single session I've traded over the last almost 5 years of me doing this, I've seen multiple great trades during each session. So if there isn't a trade available now, there will likely be one within an hour or two. So just be patient, only take the trades that are worth taking, and this will save you a lot of money in the long run. Trust me. So I'll just quickly go over a couple of really good trades I saw from last night and this morning's sessions. That is the London and the New York sessions. Now keep in mind, I'm only going to show you the chart patterns themselves. I'm not going to get into the overall market sentiment or anything like that, because that's just a little bit too in depth for right now. There's my FTMO metrics page, in case anybody wants to be like, he photoshopped it. No, it's right here. It's real. Okay, so here's the GBP USD, good old faithful, as I like to call it. Over here on the West Coast, the London session starts at midnight. So I usually get on the computer around 11:30 just to see what's going on with the market. So I got in like around here, and right off the bat, right after the market opened, we have an engulfing bottom here. We also have a retest of that engulfing bottom, trend continuation here. Got a mini double top here on the 200 EMA. Nice little scalp there if you wanted to take that. What else? Got a miniature head and shoulders here. Shoulder, head. We got a parabolic bottom here. We got a parabolic top, and it turned into a double top with an engulfing. So that's like 3 patterns in one there. Really good. So just on that pair alone, there were, was that 5-6 trades, and that was just from last night and this morning sessions. Let's look at the Euro USD. Same thing, we had an engulfing bottom here. This one wasn't as good of a pattern. It went up a little bit too far for my taste. We have a trend continuation on the overall downtrend here, which was a really good trade. We then got another engulfing bottom here, a couple trend continuations in here, trend continuation here, trend continuation here. We got an engulfing top here. That was pretty much it for the Euro USD. Another 5 or 6 trades there. And keep in mind, you only need like 1 or 2 trades per day. So I'm showing you 5 or 6 just on single pairs. You can get 1 or 2 trades out of this market daily. It's not difficult, as you can see. See the AUD USD. This pair was just messing me up last night, but I actually did end up making money from it. None of this is really tradable over here. This is an okay parabolic bottom trend continuation. I wouldn't take it, but it is tradable. All right, so this is where I got in right here. This right here. So I saw this triple top or head and shoulders pattern here with the big engulfing candle down. Market sentiment was also in favor. So I got in here, and then you see it came down, went almost all the way back, almost stopped me out here, and then finally went down. So that was a stressful hour and a half or whatever that was. Got an engulfing bottom here, but it's not really tradable. Engulfing tops and bottoms are kind of hard to trade because sometimes they just go up too fast like this. But if that does happen, you can just get in on the trend continuation, which would be right here or here. So then we get a mini parabolic top slash engulfing top here. I did actually take this trade and went ahead and took this amount here. This is technically a double top, but the second top is way higher than the first top with a big engulfing bar. But you did get a good engulfing pattern reversal here, and then multiple confirmations with these couple of bars here. So you could have went with the reversal there. Decent trade there. All right, another 5 or 6 trades there. Let's look at the USD CAD. Okay, so this was probably the best trade of the night. So we have a huge rally up over here. Put in our first top, engulfing pattern. Put in another top, another top, another top, another top, and another top. So we're at like five tops here. What was that? Quintuple top. Not a double top, a quintuple top. So really good pattern there. It's pretty much showing you that it's going to eventually come down. You just don't know when. And that when was over here. So I got in here and took all this here. I think I got out of the trade right here, somewhere in there. It's like two reward, pretty good. You could have gotten in here. You could have gotten in here. And you even could have gotten in here on like the 7th top over here. So that was the safest, most guaranteed out of all the trades that I saw, at least. And then the other really safe, good trade from last night was this one. So this is the USD yen. Kind of a weird pair. It kind of does its own thing, like outside of what the rest of the market is doing. But it does move really fast when it does move. It consolidates a lot. So yeah, it's one of those pairs you need to understand the pair itself to be able to trade it, because it doesn't move like the other pairs. So I wouldn't recommend just trading it unless you really understand the pair. But we had a really big rally upwards. Kind of the same thing with the USD CAD. Big rally upwards. It puts in multiple tops before finally coming down. I got in like over here, and I put my stop up here, and it chopped around for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and then it finally came down over here. So that was also a really good trade. Yeah. So yeah, lots of easy, great trades with great risk reward ratio, multiple confirmations of direction, market sentiment working in your favor, all the good stuff that you're looking for out of a good trade. You could honestly pass the challenge in 1 or 2 days if you were really focused and just really on it. It would be considered overtrading, but in my opinion, in order to pass this challenge, the FTMO challenge, you have to be trading a bit more extreme than you usually would anyway. Nobody needs to make $1,000, $2,000 per day from an account this size. You could easily make $250, $500, or maybe even $1,000 really safely without doing anything reckless. But that won't get you to the finish line for the sake of the challenge. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to go too long on this video. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on my progress throughout the challenge. I'm pretty sure I've already gotten my head back on straight and my strategy in order, so don't expect any more huge losing days. You can also follow along on the socials, my Instagram, my Twitter accounts. Check me out over there, and I'll see you guys later.